Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6.
3 people have been arrested after a prostitution bust at some Kennewick massage parlors.
Also,
nothing seems to be working. We keep throwing a ton of money into it.
the Yakima deputy mayor is voicing concerns about the previous plans to address homelessness. Our Emily Goodell has the latest.
Plus,
even if this bill was to pass and the governor was to sign it,
protecting kids online, how a new bill in the Washington legislature is addressing that. Albert James has the details.
Later,
at Tri-City Americans home games, you see 50-50 tickets going around. But what does that money go toward? I'll have that story coming up.
and a beautiful day across South Central Washington and Northeastern Oregon. But will it continue? Josh is in for Stacy and has your first alert forecast coming up.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us on this Thursday. I'm Wendy Redmond.
And I'm Austin Reed. Welcome in. It is February the 20th.
Well, first at 6, a crime alert for you. The Kennewick Police Department said 3 massage parlors were investigated for prostitution, which resulted in 3 people being arrested.
Yeah, KPD says the Criminal Investigation Division, the Criminal Apprehension Team, and the Metro Drug Task Force investigated complaints on several massage parlor locations across the city of Kennewick.
Officials said 3 people were arrested and booked into the Benton County Jail on suspicion of prostitution and massage license or certificate violation. KPD said it is partnered with Mirror Ministries to provide services to those affected by human trafficking. We have the names of the suspects online right now at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Other news tonight, more than 100 people gathered earlier this week to work on the city of Yakima and Yakima County's 5-year plan to address homelessness.
But as Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us, after that first session, Yakima Deputy Mayor Matt Brown is voicing concerns about the previous plan's effectiveness.
Brown bringing in a draft resolution to this week's council meeting saying that the countywide coalition dedicated to ending homelessness isn't meeting its goals.
Nothing seems to be working. We keep throwing a ton of money into it. And there's not a different outcome that is happening.
Brown says few of the tasks set in the previous 5-year plan have been accomplished. The county falling short of goals set by the state for getting people into housing. And he says while cities can make requests, they don't have control over where money gets spent.
We need to be trying to find how to measure outcomes and be successful with the money that we're putting towards this. Because ultimately people's lives are on the line right now, right? When it's cold or it's super hot, this is when people start dying on our streets.
Brown says he'd like to see at least one person dedicated full-time to ensuring the goals in the plan are met.
But I think ultimately, I still have faith in the commissioners to be able to execute what these decisions need to be made.
I reached out to Yakima County Commissioner Kyle Curtis about the concerns brought up in the draft resolution, which he says stems from the same frustration everyone feels about this issue. Quote, but the reality is homelessness is a complex challenge that takes us all. We have to work together to continually modify, respond, and adapt. I look forward to discussing with the City Council the request and concerns that the resolution addresses. The strategic session on Tuesday bringing together over 100 community leaders is a step in the right direction.
The council will be taking a vote on whether or not to approve the resolution at their next meeting in March. Reporting from the Yakima Newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Emily, turning to our weather now. After days of gloomy skies, snow, and ice, Wendy, we finally saw a break.
Oh, I know. I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
The sun? Very beautiful. It was a little weird. Yeah, by the early morning, we saw those sunny skies in the Tri-Cities area. This is actually video you're seeing here out of Kennewick off Edison Street in Clearwater. We saw lots of people actually wearing lighter jackets, taking their dogs for a walk, and really just soaking it all in.
And it wasn't just there. Here was the scene late this afternoon, just before the sunset tonight from our Yakima Skycam at Atanum Ridge. It has been a while since we have seen the Yakima Valley from this viewpoint due to the thick fog. Lots of snow even had an opportunity to melt as well because highs were in the low to mid 40s.
Very nice out there. But the question now, will this nice weather continue? Josh is in for Stacy right now and joins us now with a look at your first alert forecast.
Well, today was a nice day. It was drier. It was milder. We saw plenty of sunshine in the lower Columbia Basin. We'll continue to keep it dry for tonight. Could have some showers up in the Cascades after 10 p.m., but mostly dry. Overnight lows falling down into the 20s and 30s, so most of us will have to protect the outdoor pets, plants, and the plumbing. Winds gusting out of the south upwards of 20 miles per hour for the Blue Mountains. Tomorrow will start off dry for most low elevation spots, although we could have small shower chances in the Kittitas Valley. Some of those are becoming more widespread around lunchtime, but lower elevation staying mostly dry for tomorrow. So for your Friday, you'll have highs up into the 40s, a little bit cooler compared to Thursday. It'll be about 5 degrees below average for this time of the year, and we'll have some mountain breezes. And so the bottom line for the forecast is that we'll have rain and snow likely in the Cascades for tomorrow. Then we'll have a mountain flooding concern for Saturday through Tuesday. Lots of rain up in the Cascades due to rising snow levels, because we'll be much milder into this week. And I'll tell you how much rain we're expecting, and I'll tell you how warm we could get this weekend. And that's going to be coming up later in the show.
Thank you, Josh. New tonight, a quick heads up for drivers out there. Work will begin tomorrow to fix a damaged section of the westbound Interstate 82 Yakima River Bridge near Selah. As you may remember, a semi-truck crashed into it last month. The Washington State Department of Transportation says they will straighten the bridge truss and repair the guardrail. Crews are expected to finish this project by early March. WashDOT says westbound traffic on I-82 towards Selah will be diverted to Selah Road. If you're going westbound toward Ellensburg, you will be able to cross over back to I-82 after the Twin Bridges. Please plan for added travel time there, though. Officials taking action today to help prevent possible avalanches. Early this morning, the Washington State Department of Transportation was doing avalanche control work. This was on US 2 near Stevens Pass. Drivers in that area had delays of 30 minutes or even longer, starting at 4 a.m.
We're going to head to Pasco now. Did you know there is a new overnight truck parking ordinance in the city? Officials say this is to support truck drivers while ensuring organized development within city limits. Property owners in business and industrial districts can now create overnight truck parking lots, providing rest areas for the drivers. These lots must meet minimum standards, including be at least 250 feet from residential areas, parks, and schools, and have easy access to highways. The maximum lot size is 15 acres. As for security features, they must be fenced, well lit, and have an automatic gate with security cameras. The city says they must also have single occupancy bathrooms and a water fountain or bottle filler.
A new bill in Olympia could make it easier for certain workers to afford a home. House Bill 1022 would require the Department of Commerce to team up with the Housing Finance Commission, offering down payment and closing cost loans for medical workers, firefighters, police officers, and mental health professionals. The bill, sponsored by Representative April Connors from the Tri-Cities, aims to bring more of these critical workers into the community.
It is for folks that are at the lower end of the spectrum coming in. I have heard before that, some of our police and firemen are paid really well, but this is really for people that are starting out in that industry, that are just getting started.
The zero-interest loans can't exceed 5% of the first mortgage or $25,000, whichever is more. Borrowers would have to repay the loan if they sell the home or pay off the mortgage. Representative Connors says because it's a pilot program, it would only be in place for a few years.
Meanwhile, the state of Oregon introducing a new loan program today, which provides 0% interest loans to cities and counties to build new housing. The program stipulates that housing built under this program must rent or sell to families making less than 120% of the area's median income. The typical loan is expected to be paid off in 10 years. The fund is repaid with a fee in lieu of property taxes at no additional cost to the owner, which allows the state to repeatedly lend out the funds. According to the governor's office, by this July, the state will have financed 2,800 affordable housing units and provided infrastructure for over 25,000 affordable and market rate housing units. Well, a highly anticipated event kicking off tomorrow in Findlay. More than 200 people are getting together for the 2025 Lower Columbia Basin FFA Jamboree. The Future Farmers of America will compete in 13 different career and leadership development events. They are sharpening their skills to get ready for the upcoming Washington State FFA convention, which happens in May. It's more than all that, though. It's also an opportunity for students to gain real-world experience, build confidence, and connect with industry professionals. The Jamboree is from 9 until 2 tomorrow at Riverview High School in Findlay. Coming up on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6, we're going to head to the Yakima Nation.
Yes, and also ahead.
We should take action to protect our kids against what we know are harms that are happening right now.
Putting restrictions on online companies and platforms that serve kids and teens in Washington State. Albert James has all the details.
Also ahead, Josh is back with a full look at your First Alert forecast as the weekend is drawing closer.
And a quick reminder, download our brand new Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app. We'll be right back.
Okay, y'all, we got 10 orders coming in.
Starting a business is never easy, but starting at 8 months pregnant, that's a different story. I couldn't slow down.
We were starting a business from the ground up.
People were showing up left and right, and so did our business needs. The Chase e-card made it easy. When you go for something big like this, your kids see that, and they believe they can do the same.
Earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase with the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
Bad back? Get Good Feet with the personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store. Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks. Good Feet, good life. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
A drunk driver just blew a stop sign and we collided. My vehicle was total. What about the vehicle? How am I going to get to work? How am I going to continue taking care of my family? I contacted Tamaki Law and I told them about what had happened. Tamaki made it very simple, very easy. It was a stress relief for me. If you happen to be in an accident, call Tamaki Law.
This President's Day, McCurley Honda invites you to discover the vehicle that's the perfect fit for your drive. Take advantage of exclusive financing, like 1.9% on the new Honda CR-V or 2.9% on the Honda HR-V during the President's Day event. There's never been a better time to find a vehicle that fits your budget. The President's Day event is the event you've been waiting for, but it all ends this month. McCurley Honda. It's always your way home.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of 5-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Throw away your distance and reading glasses. Join Drs. Kopstein and King for a free live webinar February 27th and find out if RLE is right for you. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
You have something. It will carry you to greatness.
Make some noise!
Let's go!
You can do anything. I know.
The Oscars live Sunday, March 2nd on ABC and stream live on Hulu.
Coming up tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, it's Friday, so we'll be telling you what you can expect this weekend, and we'll have all of your top stories. Also, Josh Colbreth will have what you can expect weather-wise for the weekend, all right here Friday morning from 5 to 7.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by As You Wish Real Estate Services, Christine Connolly, Realtor.
Yakima Valley Libraries is collaborating with the Yakima Nation Language Program for a new event to help share their language and their culture. So twice a month, members of the community will be invited to come on down to the library to learn Ichishkin and its importance in Yakima culture. The event is free for all ages and doesn't require any prior knowledge, just a willingness to learn.
I hope that more people are introduced to the language and want to continue to access more resources, and so there's more community involvement with the Yakima Nation Language Program.
The events are from 5 until 6 p.m. They are on the first Thursday of the month at Yakima Central Library, and then the third Thursday of the month at the Toppenish Library. A Washington Senate committee advanced a bill on party lines this morning to put responsibilities and restrictions on online companies and platforms that serve kids and teens.
And new at 6 Capitol correspondent Albert James shows us why supporters say the standards protect children from the documented harms of social media.
And why opponents say the bill won't even have a chance to keep kids safe.
Bill passes subject to signature. Thank you.
Senate Bill 5708 would require companies that provide online services to provide data and privacy protections to all users under 18 years old. That includes not collecting and using a minor's personal information, not giving them notifications at certain periods of the day, and not providing them a, quote, addictive feed that displays content based on the minor's information.
So we have all seen the ways that children's mental health suffers at the expense of the companies that seek to profit off their negative emotions, quite frankly. And let's be honest, it affects all of us too.
Prime sponsor Noel Frame, a Democrat from Seattle, says online platforms need to do more to protect minors from the harms of social media, like those outlined by the U.S. Surgeon General last summer. Democrats on the Senate Business, Financial Services, and Trade Committee all voted in favor of moving the bill forward.
We should take action to protect our kids against what we know are harms that are happening right now.
Groups representing tech companies oppose the bill, questioning the constitutionality of the regulations and pointing to similar legislation across the country being challenged in the courts. Committee Republicans echoed that point as they all voted against the bill, saying they should wait before spending money on implementing rules that could be overturned.
Even if this bill was to pass and the governor was to sign it, we are be assured of it being held up in the courts for at least a couple of years, which means that if our intention is to protect our children, it's going to be 2 years before the courts decide what's going on.
The bill now moves to the Senate Ways and Means Committee, which has until next Friday to consider the legislation and whether to move it to the full Senate. At the state capitol in Olympia, I'm Albert James reporting.
Let's head to Northern Oregon now. Students in Umatilla High School civic classes had a unique opportunity to learn about the legislative process firsthand. A few days ago, State Representative Greg Smith led an interactive activity on how a bill becomes a law. During his visit, students participated in a hands-on simulation that walked them through each step of the legislative process. Students took on roles such as governor, lobbyist, and journalist, gaining a deeper understanding of how laws are made.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Well, tonight's going to be mostly dry. Could maybe have some showers up in the Cascades after 10 p.m., but the action will become more widespread into tomorrow. So let's go ahead and step you through it. By the wee hours of the morning for tomorrow morning, a light shower or two could slip down into the Kittitas Valley. After 10 a.m., some showers could slip down into the upper Yakima Valley, lower Columbia Basin, and Blue Foothills. And this is around the same time that rain and snow chances will skyrocket in the Cascades. Then for Friday night after 4 p.m., rain and snow will become much more widespread. However, chances for a wintry mix will stay low throughout the night in the Blues, with low and rain chances in the Blue Foothills, lower Columbia Basin, Yakima Valley, and Kittitas Valley. Chances for wet and wintry weather will be much higher in the Cascades, but rising snow levels should transition the Cascades to primarily rain after 1 in the morning. So let's show you some of the snowfall we're expecting from late tonight through early in the morning on Saturday. Not much at all, folks. Probably an inch maybe even less than that for Cascade passes, less than an inch for Tollgate off of Oregon Highway 204. So snow not going to be a big impact over the next 48 hours. Really not going to be a big impact with either of these storm systems. One for Saturday and Sunday, one for Monday and Tuesday. But we will have big impacts from these storm systems in the form of rainfall. You see, since we're going to be milder for this weekend, snow levels around 3,500 to 7,000 feet in the mountains. So that means we'll have rain falling on top of existing snowpack, and a lot of rain at that. We could have upwards of 3 inches in the Cascades for Saturday and Sunday, upwards of 1 inch in the Blues, and then into Monday and Tuesday, maybe another inch for the Cascades, maybe another ½ inch for the Blues. So if you're keeping score at home, that would be 4 inches of rain in the Cascades over the span of about 4 days. So we are concerned about some localized flooding, especially in and around some of those smaller streams up in the Cascades. Definitely something we're going to be keeping tabs on as we head into this weekend. And like I said, higher snow levels because we'll have higher temperatures. We'll be about 5 to 10 degrees below average for Friday in the Tri-Cities, but we'll flip the script. We'll be about 10 degrees above average for Sunday and beyond, so maybe touching 60 on Sunday in the Tri-Cities. That would be a very nice change of pace. Okay, here is the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. We'll have small rain chances Friday, then wetter and warmer again by this weekend. In Yakima, small shower chances increasing Friday and Saturday, likely peaking on Sunday, then turning drier and staying mild next week. In Ellensburg, also tracking increasing rain chances for Friday and Saturday that'll likely crescendo on Sunday, then leftover shower chances by Monday and Tuesday. In Hermiston, a bit cooler but still dry for Friday, but trending wetter and warmer again by Saturday. And then in Walla Walla, maybe a sprinkle or two for Friday, but wetter again this weekend, with the wettest day likely being on Sunday.
Thanks so much, Josh. Coming up next on Apple Valley News Now live at 6, why washing fresh produce is more important than ever. Details in your health headlines when we come back.
This tax season, you can relax. There's no tax. Walker's Furniture is covering the sales tax for you. For a limited time, we're doubling down on discounts. It's the perfect time to refresh your space and save big, so you can get the tax break you need and a deal you'll love. Plus, with no money down special financing, you can create the home of your dreams now and pay over time. This week at Walker's, where quality just costs less.
Our business is changing lives through the power of work. I work out here to help customers with donations, greet them and thank them. That's what I do. I got 2 Spirit Awards of recognitions. When I retire here, I will say goodbye to the store and they will honor me probably and might put a nice plaque on the wall that I worked for many years. I like it here. I'm in a better place at Goodwill. I really like the administration here, so that's excellent for me.
Goodwill. Donate, shop, impact locally.
Floor scuffs, tears, and nasty scratches. Forget them for good with Ruby Sliders, the chair leg covers that stretch to fit most chairs and make floor marks a thing of the past. Slide it here, slide it there, slide it anywhere. Just slip them on and keep your floors looking like new. They fit any size or shape furniture leg and glide effortlessly. Forget flimsy felt pads and caps that don't fit. Just stretch it on and slide it. Call or click now to get Ruby Sliders for as low as 99 cents with free shipping.
Kittitas Valley Healthcare is your trusted home for health, offering expert orthopedic care for your family. With over 55 years of combined experience, our team uses state-of-the-art equipment to improve surgical outcomes and provide compassionate, patient-centered care. We're committed to making your experience comfortable and efficient, so you can stay active and healthy. Learn more and schedule a consultation through our website at kvhealthcare.org. Your home for health.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brooks Night Guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to BruxNightGuard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to BruxNightGuard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's BruxNightGuard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
In health news tonight, fruits and veggies are an important part of a healthy diet. But did you know that harmful bacteria can even sometimes be found on them?
Well, today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither explains how to choose and then wash fresh produce to keep it safe to eat.
It's recommended that adults eat up to 2 cups of fruit and around 3 cups of veggies every day as part of a healthy diet. But experts say you also have to keep that fresh produce safe.
Truth is that unwashed vegetables and fruits can be contaminated, not just with dirt, but also bacteria and fungi and viruses or pesticides.
Health officials say a large number of foodborne illnesses in the U.S. are due to germs on fresh produce, and safety starts at the store. The CDC says to choose fruits and veggies that aren't damaged or bruised and keep them separate from raw meat, poultry, and seafood in your shopping cart and grocery bags. The safest way to enjoy fresh produce is to cook it, but washing it in cold running water will also help.
Start with clean hands, surfaces, and utensils. Discard any damaged leaves. Rinse or rub until the surface of your produce no longer looks dirty. You should also dry anything you're not going to immediately eat before putting it away. So blot it with a dry paper towel, for example, or run it through a salad spinner.
Experts say to get fruits and veggies home and in the fridge in 2 hours or less and store them separate from raw meat, poultry, and seafood.
Now, there are exceptions. Berries, cherries, grapes, for example. To help them last longer, store them unwashed in the refrigerator and wash only when you're ready to eat.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
All right, we have much more local news ahead in our 6:30 half hour with stories you have yet to see.
Plus, Josh is coming back with more on our weather forecast. We had the beautiful sun out there today. Obviously, it has now set into a very pleasant evening out there, but is there rain on the way? He'll talk about that and have your ski report after this.
This newscast is sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
This tax season, you can relax. There's no tax. Walker's Furniture is covering the sales tax for you. For a limited time, we're doubling down on discounts. It's the perfect time to refresh your space and save big, so you can get the tax break you need and a deal you'll love. Plus, with no money down special financing, you can create the home of your dreams now and pay over time. This week at Walker's, where quality just costs less.
Meet the Moore family. They switched from cable internet to Ziply Fiber and got so much more. Mr. Moore got more upload speed for next level gaming and live streaming to the masses. Mason Moore got even more done for his sneaker business, quickly uploading HD product demos and video conferencing without freezing.
Brad, you're on mute.
And now that her family doesn't need her for tech support, Mrs. Moore has more time to stream games into overtime.
Let's go!
Get more of what you love by switching to Ziply Fiber for $65 less per month than cable at ziplyfiber.com.
Welcome to the Nissan Now sales event. Get President's Day savings on the all-new Kicks, the sporty Sentra, or our best-selling Rogue, a consumer guide Best Buy 11 years in a row.
So, when's the next adventure?
I think I just found it. For the #1 shopping experience according to J.D. Power, get to Nissan now. Now get up to $2,500 total savings on Rogue, or get a low $229 per month lease on Sentra.
So what is this? Is this a relationship, a friendship?
This is family.
Okay, so you cousins?
And
damn, you her auntie? Hey, auntie.
Nate Jackson, as seen on MTV's Wildin' Out and Kevin Hart's Heart of the City on Comedy Central. Friday, March 7th, Legends Casino Hotel.
They don't even want to answer no more. They're trying to look away. No, look at me. Ernest goes to camp.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com or the Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Nate Jackson, Super Funny World Tour. Friday, March 7th at Legends Casino Hotel in Toppenish.
At Good Shepherd, we're your primary care providers from the time your baby is born to caring for loved ones in older age. We're with your family every step of the way with specialty services like kidney and heart care, urology, orthopedics, and cancer treatment. We provide the care you deserve close to home. And when life takes an unexpected turn, our urgent care team is here for you 7 days a week because your health can't wait. Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
I've always had an eye for opportunity. As a kid, I was hustling, selling candy, mowing lawns, you name it. That drive never left me. The first time I tasted crumble, it was clear to me this was more than just a cookie. From that moment, I knew this was a chance to bring the taste of something new to our neighborhood. But I couldn't do it alone. That's where Happel came in. With their support, I was able to secure the loan that brought Crumble to our community. Where do you credit union?
We're here with what's new this morning.
And what's next for you? Because we're on all morning long.
Put some good in your morning with the #1 most watched morning TV station in town.
Good morning, America.
And Good Morning Northwest.
On the season finale,
We are able to build for patients going through cancer treatments. This project has been an emotional roller coaster.
Extreme Makeover Home Edition 2-part season finale continues tonight on ABC.
Right now on the region's only live and local news at 6:30 p.m. It has been almost 1 full year since Irene Fleming went missing. Tonight, we are following up with the Grant County Sheriff's Office.
Plus, our Dan Hansen is giving us a look at the Tri-City Americans Booster Club. The news at 6:30 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Welcome back, everybody. So let's see, there's only 8 days left in February.
Is that right?
Yeah, because it's a short month.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
March will be here before you know it. Warmer temperatures as well. I think we got a little taste of that today with at least seeing the sun, which we hadn't seen in a while.
Right.
It was out there melting all the big piles of snow around Tri-Cities, which are now big piles of sheer ice that my kids want to play in.
Yeah,
that's fun.
It just I was going to say that's dangerous. It's more like it's dirty.
That's
you know.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, we're going to check in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth. He has a look at your forecast, but also our ski report because there is still snow in the mountains.
Very true.
Well, here's your ski report brought to you by Schweitzer Village. And of course, we have to start off at Schweitzer first. There have been 3 inches of new snow over the past 24 hours. The base depth now surpassing 70 inches. Then we'll take it down to Ski Bluewood. Look at the base depth here, surpassing 80 inches. Now a little bit closer to 90 inches as there have been 6 inches of new snow over the past 24 hours. And then for White Pass, we're getting closer to 70 inches, also 5 inches of snow over the past 24 hours. But unfortunately, we're going to see rain falling on top of existing snowpack in both the Cascades and the Blues for this weekend. So that's going to wipe out a lot of this progress. And I'll tell you how much rainfall we're expecting this weekend, and I'll touch on that flooding potential as well. So that's going to be coming up a little bit later in the show.
It has been almost 1 full year now since 31-year-old Irene Fleming was reported missing in Grant County. The case has garnered a lot of online attention, so we are following up. Fleming was last seen leaving a friend's home on February 25th, 2024, right outside George, Washington. The Grant County Sheriff's Office arrested Fleming's former boyfriend, but said the arrest was unrelated due to her disappearance. Deputies say that the man provided false information about a separate case and had an outstanding warrant. Some have suggested that Fleming's case may be a mental health issue, while others say she may have taken a bus or been given a ride by someone. I caught up with the Grant County Sheriff's Office for an update earlier. Once you hit that 1 year mark, how harder does the investigation become?
Well, it's difficult to say because every case is different. What we would like to do is bring Irene home to her family. And even though it is the 1 year anniversary, it's not a closed case. It may have cooled off a little bit. We're waiting for the person to step forward and give us a piece of information that we don't already have so we can go find Irene.
Detectives say they will continue to work the case. If you have any information, contact the Grant County Sheriff's Office.
New tonight, the FBI is now offering a reward of up to $10,000 for information that could lead to the recovery of Chance Anthony Carson and the identification, arrest, and conviction of those responsible for his disappearance. Carson was last seen 2 years ago today in Omak, Washington. He was reported missing on the Colville Reservation March 15th of 2023. Authorities suspect foul play in his disappearance following reports of an altercation involving Carson and 2 other people. Carson is described as Native American with black hair and brown eyes, 5'9", 178 pounds. Call the FBI if you know anything. In national news, the Senate voted today to confirm Kash Patel as FBI director, installing a staunch loyalist of President Trump at the head of the nation's top law enforcement agency. The Senate voted 51-49 to confirm Patel, with Republican Senators Susan Collins and Lisa Murkowski joining with Democrats in voting against his confirmation. The nomination faced intense scrutiny from Democrats on Capitol Hill, who warn Patel is poised to use the position to seek retribution against President Trump's perceived political enemies. Shoppers flooded to Walmart for groceries and clothing last year, but now the retail giant is warning of a slower 2025. Walmart is the largest retailer in the United States, but the company said today its sales and profit growth are expected to decrease this year, partly due to inflation ticking back up and President Trump's tariffs. Walmart's projected outlook is a signal for the rest of the retail industry that 2025 could be a rockier year. Consumer prices rose 0.5 percentage point last month from December. That's the fastest pace in more than a year. Turning to sports now, at Tri-City American home games, you'll buy those 50-50 tickets sold by the Tri-City Hockey Booster Club. Many of us do, and that's an organization dedicated to promoting hockey in the area.
And new at 6:30 tonight, our Dan Hansen is digging deeper into the club.
At all Tri-City Americans home games, the Tri-City Hockey Booster Club sells 50-50 tickets, not only to benefit the team, but hockey in our area. The Booster Club has been around for more than 30 years, and those raffle sales bring in over $30,000 annually. Club President Jim Rawlinson says those funds go toward 2 main causes: the Americans Player Education Fund, helping players pay for college, and the Tri-City Amateur Hockey Association.
Usually about $4,000 to $5,000 a year for the last couple of years, so that they can upgrade their equipment, use it for ice rental times.
Rawlinson joined the club 7 years ago with one goal in mind.
This is for the kids, and our Tri-City Americans, they're all 16 to 20-year-old kids. So it's nice to be able to do something for them because they give us a lot of joy. You know, a little heartache here and there, but a lot of joy.
The Booster Club also supports players beyond the game, hosting Christmas parties, bowling nights, and other events. Americans head coach Stu Barnes says their support is invaluable.
As they transition from here, moving on, they get a good chance to go to college, and the Booster Club is a huge supporter of that. For every year that our guys play here, they get a year of college paid for.
The club also donates money to local leagues, helping with new equipment and covering ice rental costs for young players. The Tri-City Hockey Booster Club is always looking for new members, and it's simple to join. Either attend one of their meetings, give them a call, pay an annual fee of $18, and you might just see an Americans player or two. Reporting in Kennewick, Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
Dan, thank you for that. New at 6:30 tonight, the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife will be capturing bighorn sheep via aircraft from February 21st through February 26th in Yakima, Kittitas, Okanogan, and Ferry counties. This is all part of ongoing efforts to monitor disease within multiple herds throughout the state. Captured bighorn will be sampled, fitted with GPS collars, and released on site to help WDFW learn more about their disease status and understand subherd and herd level interactions. The combination of spatial and disease data will inform the department's future management within these populations.
Washington State University is preparing for big losses in state and federal funding for this upcoming year.
Yeah, also new at 6:30 now, reporter Derek Strom breaking down the numbers for us.
WSU's Board of Regents says it's already lost about $6 million in federal grants from USAID and the Department of Education. The board is expecting more cuts and reductions in federal funding, and it's also considering what its budget would look like if the Department of Education was shut down entirely.
We're talking about an absolutely massive budgetary challenge that no one predicted.
WSU's Board of Regents says the university will lose around $20 million in federal funding because of changes to federal grants that are under stop work orders or won't be reimbursed at the same rate WSU negotiated with the federal government. The university's Board of Regents held a special session today and says the changes to federal grant funding are unprecedented.
This is basically this administration saying we're just going to do this. We don't care what Congress says. And so I think that's kind of how these things are coming out from Washington, D.C., and the impacts are going to be real.
The Board of Regents also discussed the total funding the university gets from the federal government and what it would look like if the Department of Education was shut down. The Department of Education provides around $180 million to WSU per year, mostly through student loans and Pell Grants.
Universities that are particularly focused on first-gen students, Pell L students, et cetera, which is our entire focus as a land-grant university, will be differentially much more impacted by this.
Pell Grants are expected to be protected from any cuts to the Department of Education, according to the Board of Regents.
And that was Derek Strom reporting. The Board of Regents says they will continue to meet on the issue.
Coming up next, Josh has your full First Alert forecast. You won't want to miss it. He's talking about possible rain chances for much of our area. Find out what that looks like for you as we take a live look here at this beautiful evening tonight out of Richland. And hey, remember, don't forget about our new First Alert weather app as well. You can get it today in the Apple App Store. We'll be right back.
This newscast is sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Discover Walla Walla Wine, where exceptional terroir meets unforgettable experiences. Delight in renowned varietals amidst breathtaking vineyards. Join us in crafting memorable moments. Connect with us at wallawallawine.com.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
The Pacific Clinic is a health, sports, and medical campus where we feel like we're a one-stop shop. Primary care is everything that you do here at the Pacific Clinic. We really focus on preemptive care. And what that means to us is going out and playing tennis and working on that proprioception, that balance, that social aspect, flexibility, all those things.
Living an active lifestyle is extremely important to our health. Research shows that just by incorporating exercise into our daily lives, we can reduce our risk of cardiovascular disease by 50%. So cutting your risk in half is amazing. And just by incorporating regular exercise, we add years to our life.
Stress is the primary reason why living an active lifestyle is so important, because it reduces stress. Stress brings on anxiety, depression, all of the things that we don't want to feel.
So there's some really good benefits to cold therapy, specifically with regards to neurotransmitters. What's important about those neurotransmitters is when they go up, it improves your mood. And so it's become a really good treatment option for depression. And as far as the hot therapy, things like a sauna are really good at preventing cardiovascular disease, Alzheimer's disease, and even some respiratory diseases. I would recommend that folks take advantage of all the services we have to offer here at the clinic. You can make significant strides toward improving your health by utilizing all that we have to offer.
You have been granted a $1,000 check on behalf of STCU and Apple Valley News Now for all your work for Sent to Serve. Carol Allenbaugh has been sent to serve. She began giving back to the community when she got tired of seeing homeless people struggling on the streets.
No, when I started, there was 40 that would come to me every Sunday. We're up to 150.
STCU honors volunteers in our community. To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at applevalleynewsnow.com.
After 2 weeks off, the Kraken returned to the ice. From the pine trees to the palm trees, a clash with the defending Stanley Cup champs is on tap. Kraken, Panthers, pregame at 2:30, Saturday on MeTV.
Hi, I'm Stacy Lee, and I'm inviting you on a holidays vacation tour. Join me as we experience New England's fall foliage, October 2nd to the 10th. Our journey begins with a tour of historic Boston. We then travel to New Hampshire's White Mountains to admire the spectacular colors, before ending our vacation in New York City with an included Broadway musical. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword Apple Valley, to request a brochure, watch a travel show, and book this tour.
Discover Walla Walla Wine, where exceptional terroir meets unforgettable experiences. Delight in renowned varietals amidst breathtaking vineyards. Join us in crafting memorable moments. Connect with us at wallawallawine.com.
Welcome back, everybody. An Arctic blast continues to break records all across central and eastern U.S. today.
Yeah, Laura Aguirre has more from Charlotte, North Carolina.
This is a disaster, and it's not getting any better.
Sharon Pearson of Clarksville, Tennessee, is among 100 million people under extreme cold alerts stretching border to border from the central U.S. and heading east today, with some temperatures plummeting 40 degrees below average.
You look out through here and you think there's a lake. It's not.
Flooding across parts of the mid-Atlantic from storms last weekend is not expected to crest in some areas until tomorrow. In freezing temperatures, that poses even more threats.
We're, concerned about, freezing pipes.
I worry that now our floors are going to buckle.
Cities in Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Texas breaking multiple cold records, including one from as far back as 1905.
I have seen so many times where we were promised snow and we never got it, and this time we actually got it.
Coastal Virginia and downtown Norfolk snapped a 1989 daily snowfall record with over 10 inches. Neighbors celebrated Wednesday night with an impromptu snowball fight. Snow-covered roadways, however, are another story.
Unnecessary travel not only puts you at risk, but also the public safety personnel, power crews, and DOT workers that will need to respond if there is an issue.
Most winter storm alerts will expire by tonight as the snowfall moves offshore, but forecasters warn the frigid cold could stick around through most of the weekend. In Charlotte, North Carolina, I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Well, tonight's going to be mostly dry. Could maybe have some showers up in the Cascades after 10 p.m., but the action will become more widespread into tomorrow. So let's go ahead and step you through it. By the wee hours of the morning for tomorrow morning, a light shower or two could slip down into the Kittitas Valley. After 10 a.m., some showers could slip down into the upper Yakima Valley, lower Columbia Basin, and Blue Foothills. And this is around the same time that rain and snow chances will skyrocket in the Cascades. Then for Friday night after 4 p.m., rain and snow will become much more widespread. However, chances for a wintry mix will stay low throughout the night in the Blues, with low and rain chances in the Blue Foothills, lower Columbia Basin, Yakima Valley, and Kittitas Valley. Chances for wet and wintry weather will be much higher in the Cascades, but rising snow levels should transition the Cascades to primarily rain after 1 in the morning. So let's show you some of the snowfall we're expecting from late tonight through early in the morning on Saturday. Not much at all, folks. Probably an inch, maybe even less than that for Cascade passes, less than an inch for Tollgate off of Oregon Highway 204. So snow not going to be a big impact over the next 48 hours. Really not going to be a big impact with either of these storm systems. One for Saturday and Sunday, one for Monday and Tuesday. But we will have big impacts from these storm systems in the form of rainfall. You see, since we're going to be milder for this weekend, snow levels around 3,500 to 7,000 feet in the mountains. So that means we'll have rain falling on top of existing snowpack, and a lot of rain at that. We could have upwards of 3 inches in the Cascades for Saturday and Sunday, upwards of an inch in the Blues, and then into Monday and Tuesday, maybe another inch for the Cascades, maybe another ½ inch for the Blues. So if you're keeping score at home, that would be 4 inches of rain in the Cascades over the span of about 4 days. So we are concerned about some localized flooding, especially in and around some of those smaller streams up in the Cascades. Definitely something we're going to be keeping tabs on as we head into this weekend. And like I said, higher snow levels because we'll have higher temperatures. We'll be about 5 to 10 degrees below average for Friday in the Tri-Cities, but we'll flip the script. We'll be about 10 degrees above average for Sunday and beyond, so maybe touching 60 on Sunday in the Tri-Cities. That would be a very nice change of pace. Okay, here is the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. We'll have small rain chances Friday, then wetter and warmer again by this weekend. In Yakima, small shower chances increasing Friday and Saturday, likely peaking on Sunday, then turning drier and staying mild next week. In Ellensburg, also tracking increasing rain chances for Friday and Saturday that'll likely crescendo on Sunday, then leftover shower chances by Monday and Tuesday. In Hermiston, a bit cooler but still dry for Friday, but trending wetter and warmer again by Saturday. And then in Walla Walla, maybe a sprinkle or two for Friday, but wetter again this weekend, with the wettest day likely being on Sunday.
All right, Josh, thank you much.
All right, what's trending is up next.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
I felt like there was just no answers to get out of the anxiety and the depression that I had.
I was suicidal all the time, thinking about it nonstop, every day, every moment.
Depression and anxiety rob millions of us of our day-to-day lives, but nothing seems to pull you out of it. Introducing NeuroStim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. At NeuroStim TMS, we treat the root of the problem with a series of short daily treatments. Using a non-invasive magnetic field, TMS activates the natural function of the brain's neurotransmitters to improve mood and regulate emotion. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances.
There's nothing better than just being able to enjoy life again.
The treatment just completely, fundamentally changed my life.
Visit neurostimtms.com today or call to schedule your free consultation at any of our 12 Washington state locations.
I'm in pursuit. He's never gonna make it.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
Go after it, Red. I'll catch up.
Because we help protect your dreams.
Good to see everything's okay in here.
I like your shield.
I like yours too. Hold down the fort, little man.
Bye, Cap!
American Family Insurance and see Captain America Brave New World.
At Jewelry Design Center, we want to be your jeweler for life. We are locally owned and the largest jewelry store in the region, offering you a showroom filled with world-famous brands and designers. We are a team of artists, craftsmen, and professionals who create exclusive designs and one-of-a-kind pieces. Take time to think it over, but we are not your average jewelry store. From our hands to your heart, we are Jewelry Design Center, and we want to be your jeweler for life.
You have been granted a $1,000 check on behalf of STCU and Apple Valley News Now for all your work for Sent to Serve. Carol Allenbaugh has been sent to serve. She began giving back to the community when she got tired of seeing homeless people struggling on the streets.
No, when I started, there was 40 that would come to me every Sunday. We're up to 150.
STCU honors volunteers in our community. To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
All right, every night at 6:30, we bring you what's trending. And first up, Time Magazine. They have released their 2025 Women of the Year list. It pays tribute to 13 women who Time says identified problems, vowed to be a part of the solution, and worked toward creating a better, more equal world.
The publication will release the edition in 3 different covers featuring 3 of the women on this year's list. Actress Nicole Kidman appears on one of the covers there. Another one actually features gymnast Jordan Childs, and then a third one is a WNBA star. Is it Asia?
Asia, yeah.
Asia Wilson.
Yeah.
Yep, another notable name on this year's list. Actress and breast cancer awareness advocate Olivia Munn, and reproductive rights activist Amanda Zurowski.
Very good. I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Time Women of the Year. There you go.
You can check it out.
A new AI platform aiming to make learning sign language easier.
Yeah, so NVIDIA launched the free platform called Signs. It features a 3D avatar to demonstrate signs. Users can keep their video cameras on while interacting with the platform. Pretty cool there. And an AI tool provides feedback as users practice. So I guess it kind of lets you know if you're doing it right, if they can understand what you're trying to say. The platform features 100 distinct signs.
Wow. It's a new world.
That's very cool.
New world for sure.
Definitely something to learn.
Josh has a final look at your first alert forecast when we return.
Start 2025 off right with a custom building from Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds. Cozy up to 10% off custom buildings. Need something right away? Get 20% off all in-stock inventory. It's the perfect time to create the space you've always wanted, with free, fast delivery and quality that'll stand up to the chilliest winter days. Whether it's for storage, hobbies, or just making room for your New Year goals, visit Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds and Sunnyside Shed Company today.
Good Shepherd provides the most up-to-date orthopedic care available. Our team of experienced board-certified surgeons, physiatrists, and podiatrists are capable of fulfilling your orthopedic needs. Services include precise joint replacements, sports medicine, all orthoscopic shoulder and knee repairs, fracture care, hand surgery, and foot and ankle care. We are here to help you with your pain and maximize your body's performance and function. Good Shepherd Orthopedics in Hermiston. Patients first, always.
Throw away your distance and reading glasses. Join Drs. Kopstein and King for a free live webinar February 27th and find out if RLE is right for you. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
Are you tired of seeing money all around the house? Then start saving money with First American Home Warranty. First American covers the systems and appliances you depend on every day. And if we can't repair your covered item, we'll replace it.
I've saved thousands, and that makes me happy.
All plans include a no questions asked money back guarantee and flexible payment options so you can never pay for covered repairs again.
Call 1-800-964-2842. That's 1-800-964-2842.
Hi, I'm Stacy Lee, and I'm inviting you on a holidays vacation tour. Join me as we experience New England's fall foliage, October 2nd to the 10th. Our journey begins with a tour of historic Boston. We then travel to New Hampshire's White Mountains to admire the spectacular colors, before ending our vacation in New York City with an included Broadway musical. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword Apple Valley, to request a brochure, watch a travel show, and book this tour.
Oh my gosh, wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms. Take action with our Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Try it today for only $14.95 plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Next DT from Red Hope to Jacob Dutton.
It's pretty remarkable.
We're with Harrison Ford taking us back to 1923. Plus, on the set of Suits, LA.
The verdict is in. You don't want to miss it.
Next, DT.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
This newscast sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel. Fun is how we roll.
Again, the big story this weekend going to be the rainfall up in the mountains with a couple different storm systems. Storm system number 1 primarily for Saturday and Sunday. Storm system number 2 for Monday and Tuesday. So for Saturday and Sunday, could get upwards of 3 inches of water up in the Cascades. That would just be rainfall, maybe upwards of an inch in the Blue Mountains. And then for Monday and Tuesday, maybe another inch of rainfall for the Cascades, maybe another ½ inch in the Blues. So if you're keeping score at home, that would be 4 inches of rain in the Cascades over the span of 4 days. So we are tracking the potential of localized flooding, especially in and around some of those smaller streams up in the Cascades.
All right, we'll watch out for that, Josh. Thank you so much. Rain on the way.
Rain on the way.
I guess we need it, though. We always say that, but
yes.
We really do need the rain.
We do.
So there it is. Thank you so much for joining us and watching the news at 6.
Updates at AppleValleyNewsNow.com. Hoping your news is good news.
Have a good one.